T146 final project, we had to do a final project, putting to use what we learned. Pneumatics, hydraulics, and PLCs. This is a pneumatics project with the PLC. And in the project we are simulating a part being built, part being this chest pod. And once the CNC program finishes it, input is sent to the PLC, and then the PLC activates the lathe loader, which unloads the part that's simulated being finished, then loads a brand new part, and the cycle is repeated over and over. And that's the project.
So currently we are waiting for the part to be finished machining, and then it will unload and reload a new part.
Let's go into the last bit of the program.
We are currently unloading a part. Now we're coming over to pick up a new part. And reload it into the lathe. Now the process will continue. So we're waiting on the part to be machined, and then it will unload and reload for the next part.
Some of the more common problems we faced while dealing with the setup is alignment issues. A lot of the time, when you go to load a part, if your lathe is off center, this will not load it correctly. It will hit it on the sides. So you have to make sure alignment is leveled within a plane level from the center of your gripper. And another issue is when you go on to your hopper and pick up a part, if your hopper is too high, too low, your gripper will not be able to center the piece perfectly and transport it over to your lathe and load it. So leveling issues on hopper and lathe are common issues with this, and your extension rod that pushes out your rod to be loaded. You have to figure out the right amount for this rod to come in, and so it won't stick out too much that it falls, or won't stick out far enough that your gripper won't be able to pick it up and not have it tilt forward or backwards. And other issues to encounter are wiring. A lot of wires run to your solenoids, so you have to keep it fairly clean and make sure pneumatic hoses don't get in the way, don't get tangled up. As long as cables, you try to maintain a clean environment, wires off to the side. And when you go over to your PLC, try to maintain them short so you have room to play with and everything just looks nice and neat. And then building your equipment too, that's also a big hassle. You gotta plan it out accordingly and, you know, measure 5 times and cut once, because that's a good rule of thumb to follow, and just always have a nice clean layout. And you can build something like this someday.